Welcome back to our continuing coverage of the 2018 Dixie Youth Baseball T-Ball State Tournament. I'm Mike Rideout for Jock Jive. I'll handle the play-by-play of our game coming up between West Volusia and Okeechobee. Right now we are waiting on umpires, and then we'll be turning it over to our public address announcer with the introduction of the starting lineups for both teams. While we wait, I'll let you folks know that if you would like to download a copy of any game in this week's tournament, they're available for only $5 per game. That's $5 each. Just email info, that's I-N-F-O, info@jockjive.com. Tell us what games you want. We'll send an electronic invoice that allows you to pay by debit or credit card, and the games will be on their way to you. That's info@jockjive.com for a keepsake you'll want to have for a lifetime. And our special thanks goes out to the Inn on the Lakes in Sebring. You will enjoy the luxury of casual yet elegant surroundings that are as pleasing to the eye as they are comfortable and relaxing. With more than 155 spacious, beautifully decorated guest rooms and suites, you can experience the best that Sebring, Florida hotels have to offer. At Inn on the Lakes, you will be afforded all the comforts of home, in addition to stunning views that overlook the lakes and the finest hospitality around. To find out more, go to Inn on the Lakes. That's INN, InOnTheLakes.com, or call 1-800-531-5253. That's 800-531-5253. Continuing to wait for umpires, so we'll take a break, and we'll have, hopefully, the introduction of the starting lineups here very soon, as we are at 1 p.m., our scheduled start time, but just waiting on umpires here in Sebring.
The Sportsmanship Award is one of the most coveted awards to be won at this Dixie Youth Baseball Tournament. Sportsmanship is playing hard to win, but realizing all cannot become winners. It is being a gracious loser and even more a gracious winner. Good sportsmanship involves such matters as fair play, keen rivalry, but careful observance of the rules, courtesy, and a generous attitude toward an opponent. To be considered for an award for sportsmanship, a team must, 1, demonstrate good conduct and positive attitude by all players and coaches, both on and off the field. Number 2, be prompt and participate in all scheduled activities throughout the tournament. 3, have fans that show good conduct and attitude toward umpires and opposing teams. And 4, be neat in appearance and dress of both team and coaches at all times. We ask all in attendance here at this Dixie Youth Tournament join the coaches and players in making these qualifications the rule of behavior while attending these tournament games. Let's make this year a wonderful year of fun and great memories.
We would like to announce our visiting team from West Volusia. Number 6, Sugan Dudley. Kylan Japalucci. Number 23, Isaac Laura. Number 17, Brody Meadows. Number 33, Carson Taylor. Number 5, Bryson Wilkins. We would like to announce our visiting team. Number 6, Sugan Dudley. Number 44, Kylan Japalucci. Number 23, Isaac Laura. Number 17, Brody Meadows. Number 33, Carson Taylor. Number 5, Bryson Wilkins. Number 25, Jaden Brayton. Number 7, Abriel Ruiz. Number 26, Parker Thornton. Number 20, Nico Antio. Holden Grove. And number 3, William Gomez. And for the coaches, Mike Meadows, Mitch Taylor, Peter Dudley, and Brandon Japalucci. And now for Okeechobee, number 8, Avery Penrod. Number 6, Xander Tiarina. Number 17, Kaiten Story. Number 2, Caden Holland. Number 1, Carson Underwood. Number 10, Ricky Brown. Number 99, Lane Richards. Number 7, Bryson Schoonmaker. Number 23, Daniel Soranzo. Number 9, JJ Forte. Number 3, Josiah Cruz. And number 5, Bristol Schoonmaker. And for the coaches, Mundo Cruz, Sewell Pinjarina, Cody Story, and Justin White. Play ball.
All right, we are ready for baseball. Glad to have you aboard wherever you may be. Thanks for tuning in here on JockJive.com as we get ready for our T-Ball State Tournament. Dixie Youth Baseball here on JockJive.com. I'm Mike Rideout. You just heard the starting lineups for both teams. Here's a couple of final scores from this tournament. Brooksville edged Hardy this morning 22-20, and DeSoto defeated San Antonio 33-22. So Brooksville will get a bye. They will play on Monday afternoon at 2 against either DeSoto or Sebring, which will play tomorrow morning at 10. Hardy will play San Antonio tomorrow at noon, and the winner of this game will play against the winner of the West Seminole Avon Park game, which is coming up next. That game will be at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. The loser of this game will play at 2 o'clock tomorrow against the loser of our next game. Now they are having the umpires meeting as the umpires are on the field. And we'll get started here very soon. Our Summer of Dixie continuing between now and mid-August. Chuck Jive will be streaming all of this tournament, the AAA, the Ozone State tournaments, plus the Dixie Baseball 15 and under and Dixie Pre-Majors World Series, the AA, AAA, Ozone, and Majors World Series in Lumberton, North Carolina, and so much more. Catch it all right here on JockJive.com. Got a couple of Sebring ball players up here. Good luck, guys. Don't forget, if you want to download a copy of any game in this week's tournament, they're only $5 each. Just email info@jockjive.com. That's INFO, info@jockjive.com. Tell us what games you want. We'll send an electronic invoice that allows you to pay by debit or credit card, and the games will be on their way to you. That's info@jockjive.com for a keepsake you'll want to have for a lifetime. Also, if you're looking for class and comfort all rolled up into one luxurious but very affordable package, then you'll want to stay at the Residence Inn by Marriott. Located on Tubbs Road in Sebring, they are near everything that makes a stay convenient and enjoyable. Their service is second to none, and the Residence Inn is staffed by people who genuinely care about the youth of our community and aren't afraid to show it. The Residence Inn in Sebring. Come take up residence with us. Other scores of interest in the AAA Minor State Tournament. Hardy 12, West Volusia 1, San Antonio 12, Sneads nothing in 4. And in 4, Sebring shut out Franklin County 10-0. In the Ozone State Tournament, in extra innings this morning, Spring Hill American edged Franklin County 6-5 and 7. Well, they have yet to place the tee down, but they have finished the meeting of the umpires. Sam Rudd, who's in charge of the umpires, is giving an explanation to his home plate umpire. Just going over maybe some particular things that have already come up in question. One in particular was on a ground ball, or a ball that was hit to the pitcher that was on the 10th batter. And if the pitcher is inside that circle that is drawn right in front of where the pitching mound would be, you know, whether or not that would actually be time out, or does he have to actually make a play? And it's in the rule books, I think, as a discussion. As long as I believe as long as the pitcher puts his hands in the air and calls time out, then the ball becomes dead. You do have to get the ball to the pitcher, and the pitcher has to make the catch inside the circle. If he's inside the circle and he drops the ball, it's still a live play. All right, we're ready for baseball as the first batter, lefty Sagan Dudley, grounds it up the middle into center field. That's going to be a base hit. Dudley on his way to second, but the throw goes to second, and he scoots back to first base. So a leadoff single here in the top of the first. That will send up Kylan Japalucci. Number 44. The manager for West Volusia, Mike Meadows. Assistant coaches Mitch Taylor. We wait for this ball, bouncing ball to the shortstop, knocked down and picked up, but no play. As it kind of took a big hop on Tiarina, and everybody is safe.
23, Isaac.
So first and second with nobody out for Isaac Laura. Again, Mike Meadows, the manager, Mitch Taylor, Peter Dudley, and Braden Japalucci are his assistants. The righty pops it up into center field. That's a base hit. And the throw still not coming into the pitcher, so the runner's going to come home. Well, the second baseman holding on to the ball. Now he's running after the runner, and he drops the ball, and it rolls into short right field. And another run will score. You got to get the ball in the pitcher's hands. He went over to the circle, but never gave it to his pitcher, and that meant a live ball. So 2 runs will score on the play to give West Volusia an early 2-0 lead, and there's a runner at second. And Brody Meadows hits this one into center field. That's beyond the center fielder's head. And that's going to get another run home to make it 3-0 West Volusia. Well, folks, if you would like to participate during the broadcast, you can send in your shout-outs and best wishes via text message. Send it in to area code 352-258-8450. Next batter, Carson Taylor, hits one on the ground to the shortstop. Little soft line drive. No throw, and now the runner's going to go to third. He'll get there safely. And the throw gets away, and that's going to get the runner to second, get the other run home. Meadows will score the 4th run of the inning. The most runs you can score in an inning is 10. You can bat 10. The most you can score is 10. Still nobody out for Bryson Williams. Right-hander. And he swings and hits the tee for strike one.
Number 5, Bryson Wilkins.
I think I said Williams. It's Bryson Wilkins. My apologies. Wilkins grounds this one to the pitcher, who fields it and throws to first in time for the first out of the inning. The throw comes home, and it gets away from the catcher, and that's going to get the run home. (5-0) West Volusia. And timeout call by Okeechobee. They will bring the entire team into this conversation, at least the infielders. In fact, one of the outfielders came in and the coach said, no, go back out there. We don't need you right now. Jaden Brayton, the number 7 hitter in the order, to bat with 1 out and 5 runs in for West Volusia in the top of the first inning. Folks, if you'd like to send a shout-out, you can send them via text message. The number is provided on your screen right above the scoreboard. Make sure you send it in via text message to area code 352-258-8450. Brayton fouls the first pitch off as he hits the tee. If you're new to the shout-outs, basically what we're looking for, who's it to, who's it from, and where are you guys listening? For example, good luck, Jaden Brayton, from Mom and Dad listening in West Volusia, just as an example. A base hit into left center for Brayton. I always like to know who's it to, who's it from, and where are you guys listening. All of our broadcasts are archived, so when you send your shout-outs, not only let us know who's it to, but who's it from, so that way when the players go back and listen, they'll know who sent the shout-out. And once again, you can send it via text message to 352-258-8450. Gabriel Ruiz grounds it to the third baseman, who has a high throw and airmails it over the head of the first baseman. Brayton will go to third. Ruiz will go to second. Runners at second and third with 1 out for Parker Thornton, the catcher. 9th batter to come to the plate. He'll step in left side, and he swings and pops it up left side. Now at 1 hops for the shortstop, who's going to tag out the runner going from second to third. The other runner still has yet to go home. He went almost all the way and stopped, and then turned around and looked back at his coach. But he does, after his coach telling him go home, he does go home. Brayton will score. That'll be a 6 unassisted fielder's choice. Second out of the inning. And also the 6th run of the game.
This is the 10th batter.
And the 10th batter, Nico Amato, grounds it to second, knocked down by the second baseman. His throw to first will be in time. 4-3 put out, and the inning is over. But a big inning for West Volusia as they send 10 batters to the plate. They score 6 runs. And as we head to the bottom of the first here in Sebring, it's West Volusia 6. Okeechobee coming to the plate right after this timeout here on JockJive.com.
Every league in Dixie Youth Baseball sets their sights each year on the Dixie Youth Baseball World Series. In August, champions in the Majors Division, the AAA Division, or the O-Zone Division from each state compete for the #1 position in Dixie Youth Baseball. Why not combine your vacation with a week of championship youth baseball at the Dixie Youth World Series?
Mike Randolph back here in Sebring as we head to the bottom of the first inning. 6-0 West Volusia. Avery Penrod will lead it off for Okeechobee, playing the pitcher's position today.
Now batting number 8, Avery Penrod.
Right-handed hitter. Little check swing as he practices his approach and hits it past the pitcher. Down to one knee, the shortstop knocks it down. His throw to first, close but not in time. Penrod, I think, wasn't sure if he was out or safe. Coach giving him an explanation. You got to run through that bag, young man. And go to the right, don't go to the left.
Now batting number 6, Xander Tarina.
That sends up Xander Tiarina, excuse me. Righty. Who swings and grounds it past the pitcher, but the shortstop had it played perfectly. He tags the bag, throws to first, not in time. But it was close. We have not had a double play yet. And that was a close put out. Or a close play, rather, at first. They get the put out at second. 6 unassisted fielder's choice for Tiarina. Penrod is out for the first out. And with one out, one on, that sends up Caton Story, the third baseman. And he hits that one past the first baseman. Just foul down that right field line. Once again, if you want to send a shout-out, send it via text message, area code 352-258-8450. That's the number for your shout-outs via text message. 6-0 West Volusia. We're in the bottom of the first inning. He angles himself to hit it towards the right side, and he does, into right field, over the head of the right fielder. That will be extra bases. Tiarina will be waved home. He will score. And the throw will go to the pitcher to keep Story at third with a stand-up triple.
Now batting number 2, Caden.
RBI triple for Story, and Okeechobee is on the scoreboard at 6-1. That will send up the number 4 hitter in the order. First baseman number 2, Caden Holland. And he swings and grounds it off the glove of the pitcher. It was sharply hit, picked up by the shortstop on the bag at second. He has no throw. That will be a hit for Holland and an RBI. A Story will score. And it's 6-2.
Now batting Carson Underwood.
Next batter, Carson Underwood hits it into right field for a base hit. Holland on his way to third, and that will put runners on the corners. Here's Ricky Brown. Another right-handed hitter. Umpire places it on the tee, and Brown pops it up over the head of the third baseman into left field for a base hit. RBI single as Holland scores, and it's now 6-3.
Now batting number 99, Lane Richards.
So they've cut the deficit in half here in the bottom of the first. And the tying run is at the plate. Lane Richards, the batter. Left fielder, number 99. He angles towards right, and that's where he hits it. And it gets past the right fielder. This one might clean the bases. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. Here he comes. Lane Richards to the plate. He will score. And he has tied the game with 1 swing of the bat.
Now batting.
6 runs here in the bottom of the first inning for Okeechobee. That sends up Bryson Shoemaker. He grounds this one over to the shortstop. The throw across. Close but not in time.
Now batting number 23, Daniel Sloanzo.
And this will be the 9th batter to come to the plate. So they've got 2 more to bat here in the inning with a chance to try and take a 7-6 or maybe even 8-6 lead. Daniel Solozano, the batter. Right-handed hitter. Batting with a runner at first and 1 out. 6-6 our score here in the first inning. This is popped up to third, but over the head of the third baseman who went stumbling back, and I don't think he would have, even if he kept his feet set, made the play. Throw coming in, gets away. That's going to get the runner to third. Runners on the corners, and this will be the 10th batter of the inning. Final batter will be J.J. Forte. And he grounds it over to second. The throw will go to first, low, but they got him out in time. 4-3 put out for the third and final, or not third and final out, but the 10th and final batter. Actually, that was 2 outs. So the run actually came home, the second run. They got the first run from Shoemaker. You got to be able to get the ball in the hands of the pitcher to call timeout on that 10th batter. The umpires are going to get together and discuss it. If it had been the third out, it would be no question at all, but that was just the second out, and they didn't get the ball in the hands of the pitcher to call timeout to effectively end the inning on that 10th batter. So the umpires and the Okeechobee coaches are discussing this. They are still discussing this, but it should be 8-6 Okeechobee as we head to the top of the second.
The owner of the Black Tahoe, plate number 008 PVA, please move your vehicle immediately. Black Tahoe, plate number 008 PVA.
Again, the players, or the coaches rather, having a discussion. Even the West Volusia coach having an explanation with the Okeechobee coach. Once you record the out, if it's not the third out of the inning and it's the 10th batter, you got to get it to the pitcher. He's got to be in the circle and call timeout for the play to effectively be over, which would have ended the inning. 8-6 our score. 7. Now they're saying 7. So the second run didn't count. We're trying to get an explanation now.
The last one didn't score. There's only 2 outs. But the play was dead in the circle.
Okay, so apparently they did to get the ball into the circle in time before that last run scored. So it's actually 7-6. Sorry for the confusion, folks. We were confused ourselves. So 7 runs score to make it 7-6. And here we go to start the second. A ground ball to the second baseman. Throw to first will be in time on a close play. But the batter is called out. That was Holden Grove. From here, he looked like he was safe, but he's called out. 1 away.
Now batting number 3, Williams Gomez.
Top of the second, 7-6. West Volusia trails. Ground ball up the middle by William Gomez. And that will get into short center field for a base hit. 1 out, 1 on. That sends us to the top of the order. Sagan Dudley will bat. Timeout called as the Okeechobee manager wants to go have a word with the base umpire about something. He's pointing at second base. I think just getting a clarification. He nodded his head.
Number 6.
Looks like he got the answer he was looking for. So Dudley will step in left side with a runner at first and 1 out. Top of the second, 7-6 Okeechobee over West Volusia. Ground ball to second. Nice play by the second baseman, but he throws a little wide of the bag and he gets by the first baseman. And everybody's going to move up a base. Runners at second and third with 1 out.
Now batting, number 44, Kaylin Japalucci.
Sends up number 44, Kylan Japalucci. Right-hander, line drive to the shortstop, caught. Runner coming home now after he tags. The throw went to the pitcher, but not before he got past the little line. There are lines indicated on the field on each of the baselines that lets people know that if the runner is past that line, then it doesn't matter if the pitcher has it in the circle. Runner will be advanced that base. 7-7 our score as this one's hit right in front to the pitcher. And Laura will reach base safely. And as the pitcher runs the runner back to third, Laura goes to second. Second and third with 1 out. Well, what do you do here? The pitcher's got the ball, but he's on third base. If he walks over to the circle, the runner's going to come home. So at some point, timeout's going to have to be called.
Now batting.
Otherwise, he'd be standing there all day.
Meadows.
They do finally call time. Runners at second and third with 1 out. It's a 7-7 game here in the top of the second. You got 2 outs. Oh, that's right, 2 outs. The line drive was the second out. And a line drive to the pitcher by Brody Meadows is caught for the third and final out. So, West Volusia does get 1 run to tie the game, but they fail to take the lead. We head to the bottom of the second. It's Okeechobee 7, West Volusia 7 here on Jock Jive.
Are you aware of the scholarship program available to participants in Dixie Youth Baseball? Hundreds of men and women have won scholarships and used them to help pay for their education after graduating from high school. 70 $2,000 scholarships were given away this year. To apply for a scholarship, you must be a senior in high school, complete the application, and mail it by March 1st to be considered for one of these awards. If you played Dixie Youth Baseball in past years and you will be a senior in high school next year, we encourage you to think about this opportunity. Many are glad they did.
All right, we do have our first shout out. If you'd like to send a shout out, send it via text message to 352-258-8450. This one says, good luck to my son, Coach Mike Meadows, and grandson, Brody Meadows, listening in West Volusia. Love you, Mom and Grandma. Thank you for that, and that was perfectly done. 352-258-8450. If you'd like to send a shout out, send it in via text message. The number provided just above your scoreboard. This one's popped up, but it's going to hit the ground over at third. And that's going to allow the runner, Josiah Cruz, to reach base on an infield hit. 7-7 our score in the bottom of the second. We have had some close games here today. even though the last one was 33-22, that one did go into the 6th inning. DeSoto got to that magic number in the top of the 6th inning and ended it there. Ground ball left side by Bristol Schoonmaker to the shortstop. There's nobody at second to throw to, though. Second baseman was daydreaming. The throw gets away, and that's going to get the runner to third. They had a chance to get the runner at second, but the shortstop, I don't blame him, stomps his foot.
Number 8, Avery Penrod.
Brody Meadows fielded it cleanly. He got ready to throw it to second, but his second baseman wasn't there. Runners on the corners for the top of the order. Here's Avery Penrod, right-handed hitter. And he swings and hits that one into right field for a base hit. That will get a run home. Runner rounding second and heading to third. And the throw gets away. Rounding third now and coming home. The throw to the plate high and no tag on the base runner. So Bristol Shoemaker will score. And Avery Penrod ends up at third base.
Now batting number 6, Xander Tiarina.
9-7 Okeechobee. And Tiarina hits this one into right field. Xander with a base hit. That'll get a run home. Tiarina with good speed. Went to second. Almost overran the bag, but went back and will be there safely with an RBI single to make it 10-7 Okeechobee. Sends up Caton Story. Right-handed hitter. Angling to the left side. That's where he hits it. Ground ball to the third baseman who goes to the bag, but it was not a forced play. There was only one runner on base. Well, if there had been runners at first and second, that would have been the right play, but
now batting
at least he does keep that runner at second. And now, in fact, there are runners at first and second for Caden Holland. And Holland pops it up in the infield to the shortstop, and the catch is made. Meadows makes the putout for the first down of the inning. 1 out, 2 on. Okeechobee looking to add to a 10-7 lead. We're in the bottom of the second. Game scheduled for 6.
Now batting number 1, Carson Underwood.
Carson Underwood hits that one into right field, over the head of the right fielder for a base hit. He falls down as he goes to first. A run's going to come home. It's an RBI single for Underwood. Scoring on the play is Tiarina. Story goes to third.
Now batting
and it's now 11-7 Okeechobee. That sends up Ricky Brown, who drove in a run last time up. He gets a base hit here to drive in another run. Single to right field. And actually on the play, Underwood's going to go to third base. So runners on the corners again. Okeechobee plates another run. It's 12-7. There's Lane Richards, who hit one past the right fielder. Ended up driving 3 runs on the play. And this one hit. One hops the glove of the second baseman. The first baseman's not there, though. And everybody's going to be safe.
This is our 10th batter.
So another run will score to make it 13-7. Runners on the corners for the 10th batter of the inning, Bryson Schoonmaker. Right-handed hitter. Get an explanation from his coach. Better step back, coach. He's ready to hit. And he grounds it over to the shortstop, who was playing on the other side of the second base bag and fielded it and went to the bag. 6 unassisted fielder's choice. You still got to get the ball to the circle, but they throw it to second, and that's going to get the runner to third. The throw to third is dropped, Third, the runner fell down, gets up, comes home. The throw to the plate over the head of the catcher, and he's going to score. Schoonmaker ends up scoring on a fielder's choice. You got to get the ball into the circle, and they weren't able to do that. Instead, they were trying to get the runner. So more runs score. I'll have to do a quick count again. We'll have to add things out. We'll take a quick break, get settled here in just a moment.
Dixie Youth Baseball is dedicated to building the youth within our community to become responsible citizens tomorrow. The real goal of the program is to teach fair play, honesty, and love of God and country. Those who play Dixie Youth Baseball are generally better for life as a result of the lessons they learn in how to meet and accept as members of a team and in the game of competition. Help us in the Dixie Youth program by offering your services as an adult volunteer. Lend a hand to our youth. There's no greater calling.
Doing a quick recount. Our score, 15-7 as we head to the top of the third. 15-7, Okeechobee out in front. And the first batter of the inning bounces one over to the shortstop. The throw to first, close but not in time. It was a good, strong throw, but it went off the glove of the first baseman. And Carson Taylor is aboard safely.
Now batting number 5, Bryson Wilkins.
Leadoff base runner in the top of the third inning. Sends up Bryson Wilkins, who grounded out his first at bat but drove in a run. Right-handed hitter. Takes his time. He's rocking and swaying, and he lines it past the pitcher, but right to the second baseman, who tags the bag. He dropped the ball, but then picked it back up and was able to get the runner. The runner gave up on the play, and I think if he hadn't, he might have been safe because the second baseman dropped it initially. That'll be a 4 unassisted fielder's choice to retire Carson Taylor. Wilkins safe at first, and there's one away. One out for Jaden Brayton, who doubled. Actually, he singled and scored his first at bat. Finally able to take a breath. It is action-packed in T-ball play. Base hit up the middle in the center field. And we'll put runners in first and second.
Now batting number 7, Abriel Ruiz.
And Abriel Ruiz will come to the plate with 2 on and 1 out. We're in the top of the third. Okeechobee leads West Volusia 15-7. West Volusia had an early 6-0 lead. Ruiz pops it up to the pitcher, who comes in, puts the glove down on the ground, almost made the catch, but it popped out. His throw to first not in time. And the bases are loaded. Good effort by the pitcher, Avery Penrod. Just not able to hold on to it.
Number 26, Parker.
That will send up Parker Thornton. We'll get to your shout-outs at 352-258-8450. Here's a shout-out to my amazing grandson, William Gomez. Nana and Papa are listening in Cooper City. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. And a ground ball by the lefty to third. The third baseman goes to the bag, but there's no force there. Or was there? Yes, there was. My apologies. I didn't see the runner. He was so far close to second. So 5 unassisted fielder's choice. An RBI for Parker Thornton.
Now batting number 20, Nico Armato.
And that's the second out of the inning. 15-8 now, our score. This is popped up to second. Diving attempt. Second baseman can't come up with it. Everybody's going to be safe. The runner rounding third and coming home. And the outfielder, right fielder, runs all the way in and slides into home plate, but behind the runner. They're trying to tell him to throw the ball to the pitcher. That's when timeout will be called. So runners at second and third. Another run in to make it 15-9. And Holden Grove, the batter. The right-hander swings and grounds it to the pitcher, who picks it up, throws to first, and the throw will be in time. Nice play again by Avery Penrod on the 1-3 putout to end the inning. It's a 6-run game as we head to the bottom of the third. After 2.5, it's now Okeechobee 15, West Volusia 9 here on Jock Jive.
Did you know a child may start in the Dixie program at or below age 6 and continue through age 19? Yes, there's an opportunity for youth 6 through 19 to enjoy baseball in Dixie. Dixie Youth, Dixie Boys, Dixie Majors. If your league is not a part of these baseball programs, contact a Dixie official for information and bring your child up in Dixie.
All right, we head now to the bottom of inning number 3. 15-9, Okeechobee. Folks, don't forget, if you'd like to order a copy of this game or any other game during the tournament, a downloadable audio copy is available for only $5 per game. Just email us at info, that's I-N-F-O, info at jockjive.com. We'll send you an electronic invoice that allows you to pay by debit or credit cards, and the games will be on their way to you. That's info at jockjive.com. Daniel Solorzano will lead it off. Once again, our shout-out number, 352-258-8450. 352-258-8450. And a ground ball to third. It's going to be a long throw over. And it gets by the first baseman. Solorzano will go to second. Okeechobee looking to add to the lead here in the bottom of the third. That sends out J.J. Forte. Right-handed hitter hits this one into right field for a base hit. It gets by the right fielder. Solorzano will score easily. Forte on his way to third. He's rounding the bag and coming home. The throw to the plate won't be made. And he slides in with an inside the park home run. 2-run homer to make it 17-9. That will send up Josiah Cruz. Well, Forte put it where nobody was at, and he had good speed on top of that, so he came home. Base hit over the head of the third baseman by Cruz. And the throw gets away, but the runner will hold at first base. Another final score to pass along in the Ozone State Tournament. Sebring has shut out East Lakeland 8-0.
Bristol Shoemaker.
Bristol Shoemaker hits it on the ground to second. Off the glove of the second baseman, and he has no throw. Everybody's safe. Now we'll put runners at first and second. We're still with nobody out.
No.
Top of the order, Avery Penrod, the batter. He angles himself to hit it towards the right side, and he does. Over the glove of the first baseman and into right field for a base hit. They're waving home Cruz. Josiah will score, and Shoemaker goes to third. And makes it 18-9 Okeechobee. Here's Xander Tiarina. He singled in a run last time up. Runners on the corners with still nobody out. The righty angles towards the right and hits it to the right side, but this time it's snagged by the first baseman. It's a foot race to the bag and a double play as Sagan Dudley makes a nice catch. This time he wouldn't let it go over his head. Able to make the catch and get the out. I think that's our first double play today on this field. So 2 outs. Penrod was retired on the play. But also on the play, the runner did tag up. Schoonmaker comes home to make it 19-9.
Now batting number 17, Caton Story.
Sends up the number 3 hitter in the order, number 17, Caton Story, who had a triple, drove in a run and scored. He scored twice today. Had a triple in the first. And he hits this one on a snag by the second baseman on a high hop. He went down to his knees, and then it took a big hop on him, but a great play as he throws on to first. Gabriel Ruiz makes the put out 4-3 to end the inning. Okeechobee, though, able to plate 4 more runs. And as we head to the 4th, it's now Okeechobee 19, West Volusia 9 here on JockJive.com.
Sportsmanship is one of the goals of Dixie Youth Baseball. At times, we see good sportsmanship displayed by everyone, except for some adults. We feel that as adults, regardless of whether or not they're active in the program, they're supposed to set a good example. Everyone can do this as they sit in the stands cheering for their favorite team. Be a good example of sportsmanship. Yell for, not against a team. In this way, you can set a good example of sportsmanship. Fans are as much a part of the game as the umpires. So be a good fan by cheering for your team and not against the other.
All right, we move to the top of the 4th inning. 10-run lead for Okeechobee. Now remember, if Okeechobee were to have a lead of 11 or more going into the final inning, we wouldn't play the final inning. First batter here in the 4th inning grounds it to the shortstop, who fires it across in time. William Gomez is retired on the 6-3 putout on a good strong throw over from Tiarina. 1 up, 1 down. That sends us to the top of the order. Sagan Dudley.
Now batting number 6, Sagan Dudley.
Dudley, a lefty, angling towards the left, but he hits it to the right, and it's going to drop for a base hit. Nice piece of hitting there. The throw gets away, and that will send him to second base. And it gets away yet again, so he's going to go to third. They throw it home and call timeout. One out with a runner at third for Kylan Giampalucci. And Giampalucci grounds this one to the shortstop. The throw over to first, not in time. The first baseman had his foot come off the bag. Giampalucci going to second. The throw to second sends him back to first. And the throw back to first, not in time. They got him in a pickle. They throw it back to second. He's heading back to first. The throw won't be made. A tag attempt, and they got him. Heck of a play by the second baseman who ran him down. Nice play. Dudley did score after all that to make it 19-10. Well, that is the second out of the inning.
Isaac Laura.
And Isaac Laura will step in now. Base is empty with 2 outs. Boy, that was a heck of a play. They had the runner in a pickle between first and second. Several times I thought the runner would just get back to the bag, but they finally got him out back at first base. Laura angling to the right, and he pops it up to second, into and out of the glove of the second baseman, whose throw after he picks it up is not in time. Once again, if you'd like to send a shout out, send it via text message to 352-258-8450. Brody Meadows pops this one up over the head of the pitcher. Second baseman coming in, but he won't have a play. Everybody's safe. Timeout call with runners at first and second. That will send up Carson Taylor.
Now batting number 33, Carson Taylor.
2 outs, 2 on for the left-handed hitter. And Taylor grounds it past the pitcher, but right to the shortstop, who's going to go to the bag at second. Not in time. It was a foot race. The runner beating to it. The other runner coming home. And it's 19-11.
Number 5, Bryson Wilkins.
Credit Meadows for extending this inning. He beat that run to second. 2 outs, 2 on for Bryson Wilkins. All placed down on the tee for the right-hander. Wilkins lines it past the pitcher, but picked up by the left center fielder. He's going to go to the bag at second and get the out. That will do it for West Volusia here in the top of inning number 4. But they do plate a couple of runs. And as we head to the bottom of the 4th, it's now Okeechobee 19, West Volusia 11. Back with more of the Dixie Youth Baseball T-Ball State Tournament from Sebring, Florida, right after this timeout here on JockJive.com.
We invite your support and contributions to the Dixie Youth Scholarship Fund. Offering financial assistance to hundreds of former players was not accomplished easily. Funds for these scholarships came from many sources, including donations. We ask you to consider making a contribution and by doing so, help more graduates from Dixie Youth Leagues to continue their education. All money collected for the Scholarship Fund is given for scholarships. No funds are kept for administrative purposes. If you would be interested in knowing more about the scholarship program, contact one of the officials at this tournament. They will provide information and explain what to do. On behalf of those who have received scholarships in the past years, may we express our appreciation for your support of the scholarship program. Thanks to you, it's working.
As we're back to action here in the bottom of the 4th inning. No, wait a minute. Top of the 4th, excuse me. We have a runner at first, so we missed a play. Actually, a couple of runners on. I'm confused here. Runner rounding third and coming home. That is Meadows that's going to score. Tell them, you might want to tell them to stop. Timeout, call timeout.
Timeout.
Well, a ground ball goes to second. And I'm still not sure what happened. We're going to try and get things sorted out, folks, as they went back to playing again. We're going to try and get a clarification. Just bear with us, folks.
Take your time and look at that ball.
We're going to let the scorekeeper try to figure things out because they went back to playing. They put runners on base. We thought the inning was over. Official scorekeeper is going to go downstairs. From what we understand now, a flag was thrown, meaning that it negated the play. We didn't know that, understand that. We went to a break, thought it was third out, but in fact it was just the second out, and the umpires did not indicate to us what happened. So we got to get a clarification as to how many runs scored. I think Meadows came across the plate. Not sure if Taylor scored as the players have left the field now. So we'll take a break and we'll try to get everything clarified here in just a moment.
Every league in Dixie Youth Baseball sets their sights each year on the Dixie Youth Baseball World Series. In August, champions in the Majors Division, the AAA Division, or the O-Zone Division from each state compete for the #1 position in Dixie Youth Baseball. Why not combine your vacation with a week of championship youth baseball at the Dixie Youth World Series? What makes Dixie Youth Baseball different? Well, one good rule is required participation. During the local season, every player on every team is required to play in every game, and all tournament players are required to bat at least once in every game. It's not a perfect rule, but it's much more than most youth baseball organizations do, and it allows each baseball player to be an active participant. Just being a part of each win or loss means so much to the child. They just want to belong, and Dixie Youth Baseball sees to it that they do by making this a regular rule. We think this is a step in the right direction, the child's direction. Dixie Youth Baseball is dedicated to building the youth within our community to become responsible citizens tomorrow. The real goal of the program is to teach fair play, honesty, and love of God. Those who play Dixie Youth Baseball are generally better for life as a result of the lessons they learn in how to meet and accept as members of a team and in the game of competition. Help us in the Dixie Youth program by offering your services as an adult volunteer. Lend a hand to our youth. There's no greater calling.
Folks, thanks again for your patience. The official scorekeeper, excuse me, is on the field. You know, when something like that happens and a flag is thrown to nullify a play, they need to communicate, the umpire does, with us in the press box to let us know what is going on. Because, again, we had it as the third out, which it was, but we didn't see the flag had been thrown to nullify the play. We were not told until a couple of plays later after more action had continued. So, therefore, the confusion. So, we're just trying to get a handle on ultimately what the score is at this point, because I know that Meadows scored after we had a couple more batters bat after that situation, but we thought we were supposed to be in the next inning. Runners were on base. We didn't know what was going on. Okeechobee coaches are walking over, and they're upset about something, but I think now here comes the scorekeeper for Okeechobee. Maybe she can explain what has happened with the official scorekeeper, just so that we can get on the same page here. The official scorekeeper for Okeechobee is obviously down on the field, in the stands, rather. We're up in a press box, so we had no idea that the play had been nullified. All we knew was the third out had been recorded, and then they continued playing afterwards, and we got lost. So that's kind of where we're at. We're trying to get it right, and as soon as the official scorekeeper returns to the press box, we'll have a semblance of what's going on. So just bear with us, folks, and we'll get you caught up to date here real soon. We'll take another commercial break. Actually, before we do that, I want to remind you that the Inn on the Lakes in Sebring, you'll enjoy the luxury of casual yet elegant surroundings that are as pleasing to the eye as they are comfortable and relaxing. With more than 155 spacious, beautifully decorated guest rooms and suites, you can experience the best that Sebring, Florida hotels have to offer. For more information, check them out online, innonthelakes.com. That's INN, innonthelakes.com, or call 1-800-531-5253. That's 800-531-5253. Let's take a quick break as the scorekeeper makes her way up here, and we'll see if we can give it an official ruling. Back in a moment.
The Sportsmanship Award is one of the most coveted awards to be won at this Dixie Youth Baseball Tournament. Sportsmanship is playing hard to win, but realizing all cannot become winners. It is being a gracious loser and even more a gracious winner. Good sportsmanship involves such matters as fair play, keen rivalry, but careful observance of the rules, courtesy, and a generous attitude toward an opponent. To be considered for an award for sportsmanship, a team must, 1, demonstrate good conduct and positive attitude by all players and coaches, both on and off the field. Number 2, be prompt and participate in all scheduled activities throughout the tournament. 3, have fans that show good conduct and attitude toward umpires and opposing teams. And 4, be neat in appearance and dress of both team and coaches at all times. We ask all in attendance here at this Dixie Youth Tournament join the coaches and players in making these qualifications the rule of behavior while attending these tournament games. Let's make this year a wonderful year of fun and great memories.
Okay, I haven't gotten a full explanation, but I did get a clarification on the runs. It's 12 runs scored, so Meadows did, in fact, score to make it 19-12. That's where we are now as we head to the bottom of the fourth. And then hopefully the umpires will do a better job of communicating with the official scorekeeper moving forward. West Volusia taking the field. And Caden Holland will lead it off. So we're caught up. Now we're waiting on the West Volusia and the Okeechobee coaches. Well, let's see. Okay, West Volusia making some defensive changes. Amato, I believe, is going into the game. And this one hit into center field as we're back to action. A base hit for Caden Holland to lead things off. You definitely have to be on your toes in T-ball. And if something happens like what just happened, you can easily fall down. Next batter rips it into right field. That's Carson Underwood with a base hit. Holland rounding the bag now at third, heading home. And he slides in safely as the ball goes to the pitcher. RBI single, and Okeechobee leads it 20-12.
Now batting number 10, Ricky Brown.
That'll send up Ricky Brown. A couple of hits today, a couple of runs driven in, and also 2 runs scored. He pops it up to first, and it's caught over at first base. That's Sagan Dudley making the catch for the first out. 1 out, 1 on, 1 run in. Here at the bottom of the 4th. Game scheduled for 6. Lane Richards to the plate.
Now batting number 99.
Well, thanks for your patience, folks, as we were certainly confused. There's a base hit into right field. And the runner, as they throw it to second, heads to third. And Underwood will get there safely. So runners on the corners with 1 out. On the pop-up to first. And this will send up Bryson Schoonmaker. Righty swings and grounds it to the shortstop, who will run towards second. And he'll get there a little bit late. The second baseman did not cover the bag, and it left it on the shoulders of the shortstop. That'll be a fielder's choice for Schoonmaker. An RBI as Underwood scores to make it 21-12. Runners at first and second with 1 out for Daniel Solozano. And a base hit into center field for Solozano. That's going to plate at least 1 run. They're waving home a second as the throw doesn't go to the pitcher in time. And it's 23-12, Okeechobee. An 11-run lead here in the bottom of the 4th inning. That will send out J.J. Forte. Forte with a inside the park 2-run homer last time up. And he hits this one, line drive past the second baseman into right field for a base hit. Runner rounding second and heading to third as the throw will go to the pitcher, and that will put runners on the corners.
Now batting number 3, Josiah Cruz.
Josiah Cruz to the plate. Cruz, the lefty, pops it up to third, and the third baseman coming in. It goes off of his foot and ricochets up against the fence left side. That'll be a base hit. Good effort, just couldn't come up with it. An RBI for Cruz to make it 24-12. And there's runners at first and second with 1 out for Bristol Schoonmaker. Schoonmaker, excuse me. Right-handed hitter. And she swings and grounds this one to second. The throw will go to first, and it's in time. Throw goes back to the pitcher, but the runner's going to score. And then they throw over to third and get the runner going out to third. So, another run for Okeechobee. And as we head to the top of the 5th, it's now Okeechobee 25, West Volusia 12 here on Jock Jive.
Are you aware of the scholarship program available to participants in Dixie Youth Baseball? Hundreds of men and women have won scholarships and used them to help pay for their education after graduating from high school. 70 $2,000 scholarships were given away this year. To apply for a scholarship, you must be a senior in high school, complete the application, and mail it by March 1st to be considered for one of these awards. If you played Dixie Youth Baseball in past years and you will be a senior in high school next year, we encourage you to think about this opportunity. Many are glad they did.
Okay, they're going to count the last run. Forte, okay. So 25-12, just getting a clarification that the last run did count. And the first batter, Ruiz, hits one over to second. The throw to first is caught. Ruiz retired for the first out of the inning.
Now batting number 26, Parker Thornton.
So it's my understanding that if they don't score, as this one's hit into left field, a base hit for Parker Thornton. If they don't score 4 runs in this inning, the game would be over, correct? They've got to get it to single digits. Actually, no, this is the 5th inning. So we still have one more inning to go. They would actually have to be up by 20. Or close to 20. I don't know. I'm confused. The ball hit the second. And everybody's going to be safe. Nico Amato reaches base safely. First and second with 1 out for Holden Grove.
Next up, number 40, Holden Grove.
2 on with 1 out. West Volusia trails 25-12. Actually, that would be right because there's a ground ball to second. We'll wait on this play. The throw to first will be in time. 4-3 put out. Runners coming home. And no throw at the plate, so Thornton will score to make it 25-13. Meanwhile, the runner goes to third.
Up to bat, number 3.
2 outs
Gomez.
for William Gomez. The game could be ending here soon if they don't get this thing back to single digits. Popped up left side. The pitcher going for it. He can't come up with it. Third baseman also over. He can't make the catch. That'll drop for a base hit. An RBI for William Gomez. Nico Amato will score to make it 25-14. So there's still life for the moment for Okeechobee. They've got to get it to single digits and then hope that they keep Okeechobee off the scoreboard in the bottom of the 5th. Because the most runs you can score in an inning is 10. And this one hit in the air over the glove of the second baseman. Rounding second, Gomez heading to third. He'll get there safely. A base hit. That was Sagan Dudley with a hit. And that will put runners on the corners with 2 outs. West Volusia down 25-14 here in the 5th. Sorry for the confusion, folks. I think that nullified play. I'm still chasing that one. And this game goes quickly. As you can tell, here's another hit into left field. Base hit, it gets past the left fielder. So a run will score. And on the play, Giampalucci, who hit the ball, goes to second. Sagan Dudley is at third. Colin Giampalucci at second. And it's 25-15. So they've got a chance to at least send this game to the bottom of the 5th if they can plate another run. And the batter will be Isaac Laura. 2 outs, though. As this is popped up to second. Second baseman coming in and making a basket catch just above the knees for the third and final out of the game. Okeechobee will get the victory by the final score of 25-15. Actually, my apologies. They can get... Yeah, all 10 would have to score. So I guess mathematically we're still not done yet. My apologies. I was thinking they had to get it to single digits. I think there was some confusion, too, with the coaches. And that's what the umpires are saying because the players had not taken the field yet. So one more run and the ball game would be over. My apologies. The most runs you can score in an inning is 10. And we head to the bottom of the 5th. And the reason that we're playing another half inning, mathematically, West Volusia could still score 10 runs in the 5th and the 6th inning.
Up to bat, number 8, Avery Penrod.
So we head to the, get this corrected here, bottom of the 5th inning, 25-15. But a run here by Okeechobee wins it. And the first batter hits it into right field. That's Brody Meadows with a base hit. Actually, no, excuse me. That is wrong lineup here. Sorry about that. That is Avery Penrod. Penrod with a base hit to lead things off. Sorry about that. If they get that run home, the game would be over. Most runs you can score is 10. Sorry for the confusion. And the next batter hits it down the right field line. That is a base hit for Xander Tiarina. Tiarina with good speed on the heels of the runner, Penrod, who ends up at third base. Tiarina goes to second. Runners at second. Well, the runner's going to come home, but did they call timeout? No. They didn't get it to the pitcher in time. Penrod is going to score, and now, folks, I can say with 100% certainty, this ball game is over. Okeechobee wins it by the final score of 26-15. Players are lined up on the first and third base sides to shake hands. Okeechobee gets the victory with a run here in the bottom of the 5th inning, 26-15. As Penrod scores that last run of the game. We're going to keep it right here as they announce our MVP and our Sportsmanship Award winner. Stand by, folks. Actually, the players are going to take a knee, have a little prayer in the pitching circle, and then they'll line up, and the MVP and the Sportsmanship Award will be announced. So we'll keep it right here. I want to remind you, folks, that if you would like to purchase an audio copy of this game or any game during the tournament, they're only $5 each. Just email info@jockjive.com, info, info@jockjive.com. Tell us what games you want. We'll send an electronic invoice that allows you to pay by debit or credit card, and the games will be on their way to you. If you're looking for class and comfort all rolled up into one luxurious but very affordable package, the way to go is to stay at the Residence Inn by Marriott. Located on Tubbs Road in Sebring, not even 5 minutes from the ballpark. They are near everything that makes a stay convenient and enjoyable. Their service is second to none, and the Residence Inn is staffed by people who genuinely care about the youth of our community and aren't afraid to show it. The Residence Inn in Sebring. Come take up residence with us. And if they're all booked up on your way here, Try this one, the Inn on the Lakes in Sebring. Go to innonthelakes.com for more information. You'll enjoy the luxury of casual yet elegant surroundings that are as pleasing to the eye as they are comfortable and relaxing. With more than 155 spacious, beautifully decorated guest rooms and suites, you can experience the best that Sebring, Florida hotels have to offer. At Inn on the Lakes, you'll be afforded all the comforts of home, in addition to stunning views that overlook the lakes. As they announce the player of the game now.
Sagan Dudley.
Sagan Dudley is
For
the
sportsmanship.
MVP. Actually, the Sportsmanship Award, excuse me. And the Okeechobee MVP is number 1. That is
MVP
Carson
number
Underwood.
1, Carson Underwood.
So congratulations to those young men. Once again, the number for the Inn on the Lakes, 800-531-5253. That's 800-531-5253. Final score, once again, Okeechobee 26, West Volusia 15. Okeechobee will advance to the winner's bracket. They will play the winner of our next game coming up between West Seminole and Avon Park. That game will be the Okeechobee game at 4 p.m. tomorrow. West Volusia drops into the loser's bracket, and they will play at 2 o'clock tomorrow against the loser of our next one between West Seminole and Avon Park. That game scheduled for a 3 o'clock start. That's going to do it for our coverage in this one. For all of us at JockJive.com, I'm Mike Rideout. Final score once again, Okeechobee 26, West Volusia 15. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Have a great rest of your day. Good afternoon, and God bless.